Well, here we go. Hopefully, this time we won't have those issues.
It's best if we just don't talk about them and ignore them.
Do not talk
Just
about
push them down, far down.
I made it up. Source, I made it up!
Hi, everybody.
Jello.
Howdy.
Sorted.
Do we take a page out of Tony's book and introduce characters with our favorite flavor of Jello?
Sure.
You guys are eating Jello for the flavor?
What's your favorite flavor of Jello? Vodka.
Eating Jello strictly for the texture is such a wild concept.
I just don't eat Jello, guys. I don't.
Just, guys, what's your favorite porridge flavor?
What's your favorite gruel flavor?
Yeah, let's introduce our characters with your favorite food texture.
Food texture.
Food texture? Oh, that's terrible.
No, oh, what is it?
Yep.
Oh no, what is it? Your favorite mouthfeel.
I watch so much cooking stuff, and
Yeah.
like the fact that that's even a word, I'm
Yep.
just like, why? Why is
It's
this?
rough.
Why
Food
is this a
Network is like
thing?
my
This is
most
not
watched
okay.
channel for years.
I'm gonna say that's how really when Tony and I became friends, when we realized that we both watched like the same like food YouTube content. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, we're good. We can
Also,
hang
I
out,
just
guess.
used to. I don't know about anybody else. I just used to love watching Iron Chef. I would watch so many episodes of Iron Chef.
Mine was Chopped.
Chop was good. Yeah.
Chopped was good.
Chopped is also very good.
Way back in the day, the original, I can't even remember the name of it, Alton Brown's original show, not the one he does nowadays, the original, like, food science show he did was
Oh
my
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
I also have fond memories of falling asleep on the couch to, and we're about to roll into diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Good old Flavor Town, baby.
I've been told on more than one occasion that I am one flaming Hawaiian shirt away from being Guy Fieri.
Just one. It's all it takes. You gotta watch out.
Well, now we know what your one shot with Larry character is gonna be.
Guy Fieri.
Yeah. But yeah, hi everybody. Welcome to Naked Roll Rats. We are gonna play some D&D for you. This is our second campaign, our second weekly campaign, I should say. We have some fun bi-weekly stuff that we do on Wednesdays that we'll talk about in just a second. But this is our weekly campaign, Ties That Bind, homebrew campaign in a homebrew world, with these lovely players here. I am Tam, your DM. I go by she, her, and I play everybody else.
Am I first?
Yes, you
Yes.
are.
Okay.
I had to scroll for 5 minutes to get there, but yes, you are.
I was
That
like,
was
oh, shit.
everyone, yes.
Did you need me to put the thing down again? I can.
I'm first in this one and then last in Starfall, but I feel like for some reason I get the two mixed up.
Somebody post it and pin it, please, for the love of God.
I just clicked away. Son of a bitch.
Guys, just know where you're supposed to be. Know your cues. Come on.
My B. But yeah, hi everyone. I'm Ethan. I play Kaizen, the party's champion fighter, and both of us go by he, him.
Hi, I'm Tony. I play Nobunori, the thief rogue, and we both go by he, him.
Hi, I'm Taylor. He, him. I am playing Fumi. The party's moon druid. She goes by she, her.
Hi, I'm Jaden, and I'll be playing Ty Wrenching, the human great old one warlock, and both of us go by he, him.
Yeah, but he is also a great one, you know. Hi, I'm Jay. I am playing the party's illusionist wizard, Tadashi Kaneko. We are both using he, him pronouns.
Perfect. So we'll get into this. I was about to go into recap and that I remembered where we're at. So last time you all came into town and were able to make your way to the Firefly Inn, which most people in town strictly refer to as the Maple Inn. It seems like just get to the Maple and everything, and then once entering, that's when it's typically referred to as the Firefly Inn. And you were able to obtain lodging. Not that you guys used it very much, because you decided to go out and about on the town to have a good time and see what was happening in the crater. As you all had left, the party had split into two, with it's been weeks, guys. I will get character names right. It's gonna be great. With Tai and Fumi going one way, and with Kaizen and Nori going to check out the Fox Den. And had a good time at the Fox Den. You were able to meet some of the connoisseurs there and some of the entertainers, and were able to scope out the place a bit. Some sleight of hand between some sake and some general water made Nori appear to be much more intoxicated than he was, greatly at least creeping out the tea master there. Listened to that part before we started. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, you supposedly ruined a really good cup of tea, but if anything, you just watered it down. They don't know that though. But some discussions were had between Kaizen and the ASMR that operates at the Fox Den. And right before leaving, you all saw Lady Aki come and present herself to the building, as it was late enough in the night that her show was going to start. While that was going on, Fumi and Tai had gone to just looking for some wood in order to Tai specifically was looking for some wood in order to create a craft with, and you guys made your way back to the doll vendor. He was able to give you some, and had a little bit of a discussion as far as hey, how are you feeling about life right now? Had a good little kind of chat between the two of them. Upon a needed hug was given. But upon that needed hug, shortly afterwards, Tai, realizing the time of night that it was, as well as just dealing with the general intoxication that was going on from you all chatting inside the Firefly Inn and drinking and taking some time there, Fumi, you saw him just book it down an alleyway. And that is where we are going to pick up. And let me get this loaded up. So, the two of you, Tai, what do you... let's see. Between the two of you, could I have a dexterity check? We'll see who gets to go first.
All right. Actually, can I just yield my time? I want to see what it does.
For sure. Okay.
Oh man, a dirty 20.
Oh, sorry.
You get it.
Here, I'll actually
For
roll.
nothing.
Shut out the 7 that I rolled. So
Yes.
thank you, universe, for agreeing with
By
me.
the Bernie's Mountain Dog F.
That you had shifted into. Just for our own sake, Fumi, can you remind us what your dog looks like?
Oh boy. It is a Bernese Mountain Dog, which is a herding dog by nature. So it's a larger dog. The form of the dog is complete, unlike the bear, but the eyes are a full blue, piercing color. They feel unsettling to look into.
as is a theme of Fumi's wild shapes. It just is so fun to hear you say. It's just unsettling, and that's all. So, Ty, as you go crashing through the alleyway, it's late enough at night that there's not necessarily like lots of people out and about right now. However, like there's not really like a great place, at least in this part of town, for like you to necessarily, like, if you were looking to hide or to duck for cover. Like, what is the purpose of running at the moment?
I think it is just it happened because of a panic. There wasn't much thought going into it.
Right.
And so as he comes out of the wild shape and he starts running, he abandons the prim and proper way that he knows he's supposed to uphold himself. And so he is on his hands and feet running through alleyways. Anytime he sees a corner, he'll stop for a second, and if there's no voices, he'll duck into that corner, and he just keeps running, and he zigs and he zags, and at some point after 20 or 30 seconds, he will find some secluded, find behind a barrel or behind a crate of boxes, or just somewhere where even if you walked past that intersection, you couldn't see him directly. And I think he just kind of comes to a stop, catches his breath for a second, and then just kind of slumps against the wall, holds his knees into his chest, and just kind of waits.
Okay.
With the intention of waiting off the alcohol before he goes back.
Yeah. Can I have you roll 2 quick checks for me?
Sure.
One of them I would love to be a perception check, just to see how well, like, what you're bumping into, if anything.
18.
18, perfect. And since you are specifically looking for barrels and
Sorry,
things that you can...
16. I forget I'm still technically exhausted.
You are technically exhausted, yes. With the and then can I also see where you're looking specifically to like hide behind a barrel or that sort of thing? Can I get a stealth check, please?
Dirty 20.
Hey Fumi.
Oh, God, I'm not gonna be able to find him.
I have the utmost faith in you. Can you please roll me a perception check?
I can't.
I was gonna say, do you get anything as a, if I remember correctly?
No, I don't.
You used to.
You used to, but you do not
Yeah.
get bonuses for being a dog anymore.
I don't know. In my head, he's not being subtle. And so, like, there's
For sure.
definitely... But maybe even concerningly, you see claw gouges in the ground in sets of 4.
But yeah, go ahead and roll that for me just to see. Okay,
14.
14. Okay. Very much so, like how Ty just mentioned. Like the trail to follow is not hard. Where Ty landed, this leads you to kind of this offshoot here. Kind of in this area, there seems to be like a whole bunch of crates and barrels and that sort of thing. The prints stop, but it seems like the ground is soft enough here and well traversed enough that it's kind of hard to see like where they go. So you at least get the feeling that Ty is somewhere in this area, but it's completely, but like the tracks just kind of stop. What would you like to do?
The dog walks around the corner into the alleyway, losing the path, it'll bring its head down and sniff the ground, and then look up, and the mouth opens, and does not move after it opens. Ty, where are you? Come back. And the dog's mouth will close.
Ty, you see this regular looking dog with piercing blue eyes that just feels a little unsettling to look at as far as the face goes. Mostly just the eyes. But almost like a recorder, like an old record player, just like Stitch playing Elvis.
Yeah.
Like
I think there's just kind of a pause for a couple seconds, and then he doesn't move, but he'll. It's fine. I'm fine. I don't.
The
You
dog's
weren't
mouth-
supposed to see that.
Oh man. The dog's mouth will open again. Please, Ty, I promise I won't do it again. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Dog's mouth will close.
Listen, if you're gonna hunt me down, can you please not with the voice? I'm fine.
You see the dog realize what's wrong, and it's a very slow, drawn out transformation back into Fumi, just kind of on all fours on the ground, and she'll kind of stagger up. Where did you?
I'll step out from behind the crates.
Are you okay? What happened?
I'm fine. I'm not fine. I wasn't paying enough attention. Shit. And you see him actively, like, moving his tongue around in his mouth, kind of straining the jaw. I'm fine. I had a little bit of a lapse of judgment. I'd ask that you not, What do you think you saw?
Fumi, with that perception, especially just as, like, you would have seen Ty get onto all fours, and that hug that you gave, and the oddity of the proportion of that hug kind of sticks out. But as far as that goes, it was same clothes, same everything else. You just saw Ty drop to 4 and go.
I saw some shimmer and then you were just gone, and I saw you running, and now we're here. I don't know. Am I wrong? I was trying to be careful.
I think we just I um I have something that I have to keep a pretty vigilant eye on. And I don't apparently hold my liquor as well as I would like. It's not something I've done much. And I think I didn't keep a tight enough eye on it. So I panicked. But I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk about tonight.
Of course. I thought you said whenever we were talking earlier, you said you picked up a book and that it gave you magical powers. I was just worried that it was hurting you or something. I just got concerned.
Yeah, I appreciate it. No, the magic isn't what hurts. I, like my sister, am different. In a way that I don't think would be much appreciated in most of the land. And I think for now, and maybe forever, if I do it right, we'll leave it at that. I'm sorry to have frightened you. Really, it's... I appreciate your concern. But the weight I bear is not something that can be helped.
All right. I understand. This is also why I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be something I do again. This fell apart very quickly. It's...
Yes. My father was a drunk. It was terrible. Either way, it's fine. I'll use secret safe with me if I'm keeping a secret.
I'm sorry to have put you in this position.
No,
Kind of
no, fine.
goes against the good I said I was trying to do, so not exactly proud. Let's go back. It sounds like we got a lot to do tomorrow, and I guess I need to clean up my act a bit.
Sure. If you need anything, you can come to me. I'm happy to help you. But yes, let's just go back and get some privacy. I suppose this is why I've got a separate rooms.
Yeah, it's the privacy is nice.
and Fumi will step away from the entrance of this alleyway and try to reorient herself from running to try to look for the maple.
Just to see how long it takes you guys to get back, feel free to roll another perception check for me.
Hiya! It's another 14. I'm really
Yeah, well, mine's a
great.
natural 20, so.
Fine.
But between the two of you, especially like Ty, you're very familiar with the footprints that you left, so it's not too terribly hard for the both of you to backtrack and follow your own path and everything to get back to the maple. And
As we're
Yeah.
walking back, I am dragging my feet through all of those marks, and at the same time, kind of picking at my nails. I'm just kind of a look of disgust on his face as he's doing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can help you out here. And as we're going, then I will just hold out my hand, and the ground itself will give just a little bit of a tremor anytime there's a spot. I'm casting Mold Earth to help us cover this up.
Perfect. Easily done. And as the two of you return to the maple, very much so, like as the night has continued to progress, the Magnolia district, just a little further down the street, very much so seems to be like picking up. You were kind of out and about while they were like lighting lanterns and everything. It is like full-blown street vendors. There's food out. There's people walking around with drinks and everything. Like now it seems to be like the time of night for that district. But you also easily see lots of people starting to make their way back home, back to the maple itself. You see one or two patrons, not a whole bunch of people staying at the maple, but like definitely going at least to knock on that front door. And like what you saw when you guys had entered it, the little slides open, and then the door opens itself, and then it closes, and you just see person after person, probably about like 3 people, enter into the base of this tree, and you yourselves eventually go and knock on the door. The guard at the door opens it, and he's a gnome. And then as you're walking down that hallway, you turn and he looks definitely more halfling size as you start to kind of walk further down that corridor, and enter into the main sitting area with the bar at the Firefly Inn. Are you all just returning to your respective rooms?
Yeah, I'll accompany Ty to the floor and just it's very clear that she doesn't know what to say in that moment.
Right.
So she stands there awkwardly for a moment, and the city's probably prettier in the morning. We'll have to give it a real shot.
Right. I don't find myself enjoying the finer things too often. I'm sure there's plenty to enjoy.
Spoil yourself. You're all that you have.
Right. And enjoy the spoils of your work. And as he's turning into his room, kind of under his breath, he'll go, "Even for someone like me," and he will very curtly slam the door. Not like aggressive, but just.
Fumi gives it a pause and looks down the corridor and back at the stairwell and just kind of runs a hand through her hair for a second. And she'll turn around and go up and go to her room. I do have one more scene, but please feel free to skip me for someone else.
I was gonna say we will get to your bedroom at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But if I remember correctly, Kaizen, you're chilling on a bench at the Fox Den, right?
Yep, staying outside.
Don't want to be put in a tree.
No.
What the heck are those two doing in a tree?
Thank you for picking up the cadence. And even though like it is, and actually, let me get this pulled up as well. Even though like you aren't necessarily like participating in what is going on within the Fox's Den, like there is, once people kind of see like, oh, like this guy's just kind of here to chill and be by this kind of pondish area with on this bench, you are very much so left alone, and it seems like there's at least someone within and kind of making a patrol about and actively making sure that you are not disturbed. While there's laughter and conversation and music happening in the background, it feels really kind of nice just to sit in this moment. You hear the water next to you and everything. And so even though you're in a very busy part of town, there is definitely some peace had here in this garden. Nori, you dropped Kaizen off and you were heading back to tree. Perfect. Completely sober, one foot after the other. You could pass a sobriety test beautifully.
Yeah, I do the usual suspects ending where like walking drunk and then feet straighten up as I'm walking.
Right. And yeah. Beautiful. And you're able to make it back to your room very, very easily. All your stuff that was literally tossed in is still there. Nice, simple cot and lights and everything within your room as well. Anything else that anyone would like to do before the night draws to all of you? Perfect. Fumi, you had requested a suite. As everyone else goes to their much smaller lodgings, the single beds and everything, you go up to a branch further up the tree, and this seems to be, instead of like a single kind of little oh my gosh, what is the word? Nope, it's so not there. Closet is not the right thing, but like
Studio.
What? Sure, yeah, like these little studio apartment things. You go, and it is very
Loft?
much so. What is the thing when? See, this is the problem with forgetting a word. It's gonna drive me crazy. What is the thing when you go and you're backpacking across Europe and you all stay at?
Hostel.
Thank you. These like little hostel style rooms along, like there's several of them along the branch. On your branch, there's definitely a lot more space, far and few between the doors, and everything. And you enter and there is immediately a lovely little kind of rock garden as you enter, and your room is kind of circular. And it seems to be that there is a sitting area across the way from the door. Looks like some place that you would be able to enjoy a meal that would be brought up to you if so requested. And there seems to be an kind of open washing station over to your right, and then to your left there seems to be a larger queen size kind of cot and set up with really simple lighting throughout the whole place, but very well put together, very clean. Lots of kind of filigree as far as like, or iconography as far as like the maple leaves and the branches and that sort of thing throughout.
Great. Fumi kind of settles for a moment and visibly checks herself, like her arms and in a mirror her neck to see if any of the black like veins come, and she sees that she's all right, and she will go to the door and knock on it. Tilia.
The door knocks back and goes, "Yes, ma'am."
She will open it.
Okay. And Tilia, your little woodish sprite friend, with her lovely, almost kind of glowy hair, looks on the other side and goes, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
Hi, Tilia. How long can I steal you for?
How long do you need me?
Oh, not long. I just kind of wanted to chat.
Of course. You are my first primary customer. I don't have any that have expressed any interest in needing my assistance tonight. So unless something more pressing comes, my time is yours. What can I do for you?
Sure. Come in.
She like steps in and like the door closes and she just like kind of stands there, just very awaiting instruction.
Fumi walks away from her for a second and then looks back, a little confused. No, girl, just settle in. You're all good. I was looking for a friendlier chat, less professional.
She kind of sits there and goes, oh, okay, sure. And like, kind of, it's definitely giving, like, she walks as if she knows that she is on the clock, but is very much so like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I guess I'm gonna sit down, like, and she sits down, on kind of like one of those, again, one of those kind of floor pillow things, but like is sitting very much so like with her knees to the side, like as if she could spring up at any moment at the edge of the pillow, like it's just very ready and absolute stick straight back and just so chatting. That is what you would like to do. What interests do you have? What would you like to chat about? Do you have a favorite color?
Oh man, this is what I was looking for. And she'll lay down on the seating, like on one of the pillows.
Yeah.
Like pulling a page from Nori, arm on her head. Not kicking her feet though.
Right.
Oh, my favorite color. I'd definitely say it's definitely like a very light brown fur color, where it's like super soft and like you see it and you're like, oh yeah, no, I would love to get my hands on that.
Yeah, like when you see like little deer for the first time, and they're kind of like that, or even like little bear cubs. Like you could just want to just ruffle that little head, or like a baby cow, like that kind of like soft brown, or like
Yes, exactly.
is the softness rhetorical, or am I thinking too much into this?
No, you have nailed my meaning perfectly. That is
Oh.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Perfect, great.
Yes. Oh, have you ever had your hands on a little deer? Oh man, I myself am from a grove just down the way, and we live in such a way where, you know, people weren't exactly free to come and go, but the animals were able to sweep through as they naturally would without our interference. But hey, every now and again we would stop and pet a deer, or, you know, feed the
Her
bears.
whole face, like, it is beaming, as if she is just like drinking up every single word. And the longer that like you're talking about this, and you mentioned this grove and your beautiful trees and all the animals, and as you're just kind of like starting to wax poetic, like you can see in Tilia's eyes, like there's tears that are starting to build up as she's just sitting there and just soaking all of this in like a sponge.
Yeah. Um. So what about you? What about you? What do you like to do? Do you have hobbies?
Oh, and she like very quickly kind of like bats her face, and she goes, "Oh, I uh, I used to um we all have been working a lot, and so that's kind of been our main focus as of late. I used to arrange flowers, though. That was probably one of my favorite things to do. Uh, they let me do that after I did my, especially when I was younger, after I was done with my chores. It was my job to help cause the seeds to pop and to get them going, so that way everyone else could take it from there and get them planted and do everything. I haven't been able to do that in a minute, though, but that's fine. The inn here has been incredibly nice and helpful to me and my friends and family. It's been good to be here. It's been nice to be able to find a good tree to be in. But yeah, I miss flowers. I don't get to play with them as much. But that was probably my favorite hobby.
That's good. That's good. I'm sorry to hear. I felt like I worked too much when things were good, and then it got very bad, and now you just have to reminisce on what little you could do. I guess.
Reminiscing is a good word for it, I guess you could say.
And Fumi will kind of think for a second on the good old days of her grove.
And she, as you're kind of sitting there thinking about it, you see Tilia kind of like scoot forward a little bit and kind of lean forward, and is like, does your grove have a tree? Like a big one?
Yes, it was a large tree. It wasn't the focal point, if you would, but it was definitely beautiful.
So you so you had a younger grove then. Is it okay?
No. And that is all she leaves it at, is no.
Tilia kind of reads the room a bit and she goes, I don't know if this would help. I had a tree once in the grove that I was from. It got sick, and we had to leave. And luckily, we were able to find work here. But I miss it. And I'll never forget it. And I think about it a lot.
Yeah.
And the thing that got me through, at least a little bit, I still think that there's more that we could have done. But the mark of a tree, at least in the rings of it, amongst my folk, we often discuss how important it is that tree rings exist. They wouldn't be there without times of cold or winter or harsh. And so this dark time for you may just be the creation of a new ring. And that's all well and good to kind of feel like you can get over it. But at the same time, once you look back on things, you see how many rings you've gone through. And I just hope that this ends up to be a good ring.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. You know what, Tilia? This is why I wanted to chat. I knew there was something. I knew it was something that I had to hear from you.
Good. Is there anything else I can do for you? Do you want to keep chatting about this, or do you want me to ask a different question, or would you like tea? What can I do?
No, Tilia. You're okay. That's all. Thank you.
And she kind of sits back and she goes, I don't get to meet with a whole ton of those versed in the forest, so please, if there's ever a point where you want to chat, myself or any of my companions would love to hear the stories that you have.
All right. Yeah. For sure.
And she looks to you and she goes, are you sure there's not anything we do have? And she goes and she quickly pulls out a large hair comb and some hair oils, and she goes, I know that you don't have the most hair, but these do help sometimes for people to sleep, especially with the conversation that we had. I don't want to incur any ill memories to make their way into your
No, I'm all right. No, I'm okay. Thank you though. Very
of course,
much.
they are here if you need them. I will. And she just kind of stands up and she goes over to kind of the kitchen-y area and just makes you a very, very simple cup of tea, and goes, well, now that you know a little bit of how the magic of the inn works, simply knock, and if there's anything else that you may need of me, I'll be there in an instant. And she kind of does a little bow to you as she goes to leave, and before leaving, she turns and goes, Miss Fumi, you're a good person. And then she just leaves.
Fumi doesn't get up from that position.
Right.
She's still there, thinking on things for a moment, and the mask will drop, and her face will stop smiling,
Mhm.
and she starts sobbing there on the pillow, and that's where she'll pass out.
No. Through the tears, you don't necessarily see this. But the pillow is dry as you collapse on it, and you eventually cry yourself to sleep. But the tears and the sobs that were given seem to roll off these pillows and drop to the wooden floor, where one by one they're just kind of gently taken up by the ground. And as you wake the next day, Fumi, there is a beautiful scattering of little white buds across the top of your ceiling in your suite. Everyone gets a long rest.
Shut up, not being exhausted anymore.
The morning comes to you all. Those that are in the inn, it had been discussed that you guys were going to meet Tadashi at the Fox's Den. Probably should go pick up Kaizen there as well. But before you do that, anything that you would like to do before heading out for the night, or for the day, I should say.
That's it.
Yep.
What are these rooms? What exactly are there windows or anything?
There is a singular little round window at the back of your rooms.
Does it open up?
It does not.
Okay.
Liability for being up in a tree. You do, if there's at any point that you're like, oh, I would love to get some fresh air or anything, there seems to be just like some like airflow that just kind of develops naturally with like this place sets itself to your comfort is what it kind of feels like. So but as far as like actually opening the window, it's very much so like a porthole kind of situation where it just doesn't swing open or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go get Ty.
Okay.
Go to Ty's door and knock on his door.
All right.
It's time to wake up. We have lots to do today. Time to go.
Quit yelling. I'll be here in a minute. And you hear him fall out of the bed onto the floor.
There's a thwack sound.
And after like not like an uncomfortable amount of time, but like a solid 90 seconds, he'll open up the door. All right, yeah, we're what are we doing?
We're going over to the Fox's Den and meeting everyone, but also Kai didn't come back with us, and all his stuff is in his room, and
Ooh.
it's also very heavy, and I don't want to carry it.
Right. and then he'll kind of push the cloak to the side, and again, as the pages are shimmering golden feeling, he will stick his finger in it to pause it for a second, think, and then move the hand. Yep, I can take care of it today, don't worry.
Okay, thank you. He needs to start packing lighter. The thing's way too heavy.
Yeah, that or we need to start working out more.
Nope, I'd rather not.
This guy gets it.
We're already playing imaginary exercise in the other D&D campaign. No way we're doing it in 2 of them.
But,
No,
so
I'm
yes,
a-
I'll follow you to Kaizen's room, and I will cast floating disc and load all this shit up on it.
So wait a second. What happens if I get on it?
How much do you weigh?
Oh, I haven't had breakfast, so I'm gonna go ahead and say a big, comfortable 64 pounds.
How much does his shit weigh?
Kai, how much do you think your shit weighs?
I was muted. I was gonna say he's a dragon. He's probably dropping pretty big dookies. I don't know.
Probably like 50 pounds or so.
Yeah, there was no way I was carrying that. You just told me to get that first thing in the morning.
Do me a favor, bro. Come on.
Get this backpack that's the size of you.
Well, if you want to ride on it, I could. I don't see why you couldn't.
You should just see Nori jump on it and just sit on Kai's bag.
Yeah, it is just a thin gossamer like disc that is subtly flowing between shades of like gold and blue and teal and red.
You see, Nori gets on Kai's backpack and then sits like cross-legged and puts his like hand like on his under his chin like in a fist and just kind of poses.
You sure know how to work your angles.
Thank you. Years of practice.
Flashback to Nori sitting in his cart with a fucked up mirror, just like
Just
No.
finding, yeah.
no.
That's actually
Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's the lighting.
while everybody was having their deep, existential crises last night. I was just in a mirror, just posing.
Terrible.
I love so much the idea of like between like Nori's little trailer and Nori being by himself. It's very much so I am professional all the time until I can't be, and that is when the doors are closed. It's like when you have to go to a work conference and you're like, finally, I got back to my hotel room and I can just like,
Yup.
ah.
As soon as he's off screen, he turns into an absolute goober.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll walk towards the stairs, and then thinking about walking up flights of stairs, and I'm like, "Ugh. I wonder if this works from the outside." And I will go back to Kai's door, and I'll knock on the front of it and go, "Talia."
As you knock, you hear, yes, and the voice appears from behind you.
Efficient as always.
Good.
Would you mind bringing Fumi and asking her to come down to join us? I had a night, and I, quite frankly, just don't want to. My legs are tired.
Oh, of course, happy to do it. And she
Wait, hold on.
scuttles off.
No,
Oh,
don't,
and she,
don't,
like
no.
very quickly turns around. Yes.
Yes, I would like you also to bring a giant plate of bacon.
Do you have a preference as far as do you like the more fatty section? Do you like the Do you want the
Crispy.
whole bacon? Do you want
Crispy. It's
crispy? Perfect.
So
okay.
close that it's almost burnt, but it's not quite burnt. That's what I want.
Okay, so the shattery style.
Yes. I want to crumble.
I love
wants
it
to
when my
eat pottery
meat crunches.
shards.
I just over there just salt baying it into my mouth.
Right, yeah. just the
It's
the visceral reaction that came from Ethan was just hilarious. Just,
It's just hard to see. Like, I work for a company that literally makes bacon, and seeing this makes me mad.
You're ruining the product.
You've attacked this man's livelihood. How could you do this?
I should have really made everybody bad and just be like, no, like the thicker cut, like just pretty much ham. Just give me.
Canadian bacon.
Yeah. Everybody's just like, what? Yes, give me.
I want a spiral cut on the bone bacon, please.
bacon with pineapple chunks.
Yup.
And cloves.
Right.
You're describing a ham hock.
You know
I don't know what
what?
you're talking about.
I could go for that as well.
Yes. Quite frankly, can you just bring us the whole pig?
Yes,
And-
with an apple in its mouth, please. Thank you.
Yeah,
Look, man,
lu-
we'll
luau
figure it out.
style.
Just show up to the fox's den with just a full suckling pig or whatever.
It's luau night at the
Yep.
Fox's Den. Don't you guys know that?
It is now.
It is now, according to Nori. Man, Nori would be that kind of person that it's like, it's not theme night, but it will be. And just going and bestowing like,
Yeah, just putting
never mind. We're gonna
putting lays. Yep.
like and like the cheap, not good ones either that he made like while he was just attempting. That's pretty great. Meanwhile, Fumi like can actually druid craft like a beautiful lay, but there was never
Just like
any
no,
asking.
not that. No, not that.
But perfect. You do. You see that Tiliad goes. And as she walks down the hallway, she like goes to the area where the stairs are, and she very quickly disappears. And you hear a knock on your door, Fumi, and you hear a Miss, this is your wake up call. Do you need any assistance this morning?
No, we're all good. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know where I am. Okay, yeah, I'm coming.
Of course, your party is down in the eating area. They have requested some food. Would you like anything else besides bacon?
Bacon. No. No, I'm good. I'll just. No, I'm good. Thank you. And she'll open the door.
Very well. Tilly is not there as you open it.
She never existed.
All right. Okay. And she'll go down to the lobby.
Perfect.
I
To
will
which
say,
you, yeah. go ahead.
as you're going down the stairs, you run into Ty, who is very slowly. Fuck.
He's old manning it.
No, his legs are sore. We ran like shit yesterday, and he's never had to do that before. His
Um,
legs are locking up, and he's just going down the stairs, like holding
Yeah.
on to the railing, with Nori on the disc behind him. God.
Nope, you're doing great. Yep.
Ooh,
Walk it out.
Nori, if you ever make me run again, I swear to God.
Wait, I made you
Uh,
run. Why did I make you run?
First time.
Why were you running?
You're right. This is Kaizen's fault. I'm gonna kill him. And I trip down the stairs. Boom, 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 till I'm
I'll be
down to the
grab him.
lobby.
So let's do first a dexterity check for Fumi.
Boy, what a hot check for me to do. Plus
No
0.
longer exhausted.
No longer exhausted. Yay. Okay. very easily you're able to reach out and grab Ty. Ty, as you go to like down the stairs, your foot goes to like miss, and as Fumi catches you, you notice that the wood beneath your feet has risen to catch you. And then at that point you hear, "Hi, you all seem to be having a little bit of a hard time," and you all see Tilia now standing next to you.
Oh no, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you though.
Oh, perfect. That's so good to hear. Your bacon is being made to your request. Would you all like some help getting down these stairs? I'm so sorry that I didn't ask previously.
That's an option.
Yeah, of course. And she quickly goes over and she taps at the handrail and she goes, "Please hold." And as you're holding on to it, the step that you're on just moves. And the handrail that you're on also, like, it's like the wood is growing beneath your hand and is growing in an active direction. And you're just holding on to the same branch as you're just coasting down. And all of you, like in your respective spots, the whole section just moves down and the stairs kind of come up to like meet and catch it as it goes down, and all the stairs behind you return to where they were.
This is one magical tree.
Of course it is. Always an option. I mean, we're in the bougie place. They know how to treat you.
Oh, we were in the middle place.
It's just a good tree. And it's what we can do.
Fumi will pat the wall. Thank you so much. You're such a dear. Thank you.
Another white little bud pops out from the wall at you.
Shit. Thanks, tree. As I'm still trying to get my legs to move the way I want them to.
Listen, it's not about, stretching away from it, like getting the other way. You have to stretch into the pain. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna kill him.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
He's the one that jumped off the bloody boat. I'm gonna kill him.
No, it's a noble cause. Please, I assure you.
Angrily grab like 3 strips of bacon and just
Yeah, to a pristine, like, crystal being hit with a fork, just ching, like, just the shattering of glass of bacon inside of your mouth. All the fat has been completely rendered out of this. It's just perfect stained glass bacon.
I make a mosaic out of this shit.
Right.
I hold up a piece that holds its shape from the end, and I'm like, I don't understand why you would order it like this. What is the difference between this and just jerky?
I just look at it and I start crunching it in my hand until it's a powder, and then I take the powder and I put it in a bag.
You hear, "Oh no, do you need more?" As again, Tilia just
Oh,
like,
yes,
appears.
if you could do more. And this time,
No.
if you could leave give me a nice actually just give me some ham with like wrapped in a pineapple. That would be great.
She goes, "I do have to ask, are you going to eat this, or is this for like a take and go situation?"
Oh, I'll eat it, of course.
Okay. I don't know if we have the fruit that you're requesting, but I can for sure get you some more ham.
Oh, what's the most
Some more-
unpleasant fruit that's here?
The most unpleasant fruit that's here?
Yes.
I mean, there's some that are partial to taste, but it's not necessarily unpleasant. There's favorites amongst all the regions and everything. So, I mean, is it like a? And then she kind of pauses, and she goes, "Okay, unpleasant as far as taste or texture."
Texture, of course.
Okay, perfect. There is. As my food gets delivered to me, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Segue of the century.
Yes, I'm so excited. We might go to break soon because of this.
Fucking felt.
Yeah. But she goes, so there is a fruit that does. And she just kind of goes, hang on, I'm just gonna show you. And she like very quickly like ducks out to the kitchen, and then she runs out, and she has this like little tiny jar, like very, very small little jar. And she goes, so this is called a, and she kind of stumbles a bit. And she goes, sorry, most people that speak common don't really eat this. But to my friends and family, the probably closest translation would be a hushberry, I guess is the best way to word it. And she kind of like opens up this little jar, and you see that there are these little, like, weirdly purple berries. They almost look like an overly sized blackberry, but like with a lot less segments. So like where like a blackberry or raspberry has like a whole bunch kind of holding together, there's like 4 or 5 segments just like clinging to one berry. And she goes, "You're welcome to try." And she like looks so nervous handing this over to you.
So, do you have the ham?
I will get. It is currently cooking for you.
But
it
doesn't have to be like. Just, you have anything that's already like cured?
Oh, sure. We can. And she kind of looks at the plate that was the glass bacon, and she goes, "So jerky?"
No, of course not. That was for something else.
Okay.
I just grabs a berry and eats it.
No, as you go to do it, I'm like, no, my berries.
It is like a set of needles just erupts in your mouth. You are hit with like sweet tang. It is like the acidity that pineapple gives in your mouth to like 1,000, and like all of a sudden like everything kind of feels really numb, and like as it numbs, like it creates like this really weird, like you can't quite get the texture in your mouth, like it's weirdly soft, and you're suddenly like able to like feel the skin of the berry for a second, and like, and she kind of looks to you and she goes, "Eh?"
Let's certainly I'm afraid I'm gonna bite through my tongue.
Hence the closest we've been able to call them as hushberries.
Okay. Well, okay. By that reaction, I take 4 of them and put them in the bag with the bacon bits.
And she goes, okay. And you very easily, like, as it kind of hits, like, the powder, like, the berries immediately kind of start to get a little bit squashed within the bag. And she goes, okay. Anything else that I can do for you all today?
No, please, just let him go. Just
I'll
let him go.
I'll go
Yes,
get your
thank you.
cured ham, and like just looks so.
I wonder if they have
So
any eggs
nervous.
that have gone bad recently.
Nori, I swear to God, Nori, I will swear to God, I will come down there. All right, I will. All right, we're good. We have to go. Nori,
Yes.
where's Kaizen?
Oh, he wanted to stay near the fox's den.
I guess he was.
Yeah, he was having a very good time.
Frank, where's the Dragonborn?
Well, you know where we were. The entertainment.
Right. No, I know where you were. I just didn't think that. I did. Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, he was
let's.
very big in the entertainment.
Okay. Let's go. Let's wait. We have to wait for your fucking ham.
If
Very
you want to go,
quickly,
we
it
could.
is
I was gonna say we could leave if you want to.
a different sprite brings it to your table.
I just look at it and be like, I hold it up and I go. I take like a very tiny bite. That's good. That's good. Okay, we can go.
If you put that in the bag, they can't save you.
Okay, I won't put it in the bag. And I put it back down on the table.
Phoebe walks away.
I will leave 5 silver on the table and look at the other sprite and go, for you and Tilia for putting up with this shit. And he will manhandle, grab the ham, start chewing on it as we walk
As he
out.
walks off, I take the 5 silver and take it off the table and put it in my pocket. And then put a gold down and then walk out.
Nori's the worst, but not like that. Man,
The food service
amazing.
worker in me was about to explode.
I think just all of us have worked enough customer service that whole time you could just see like everyone just shifting and being like, no, stop it.
My cushion is now bunched up under my butt because I've been like
Right.
slowly leaning in like, are we really going there, bro?
You gotta remember too, I at one point was a server. I'm a monster. I'm
Right.
not that kind of monster.
I just
Amazing.
holding a chunk of cured
A
ham, walking
fistful
out.
of ham.
As I'm sitting on the thing, I just go, is it good?
Fine. As I'm also soldier walking because it hurts to bend my knees.
So as you always say, so is the cured ham good?
He slowly turns around, takes one more big, gnarly bite out of it, holds it out, and just lets it onto the disc, turns around, and keeps walking.
Oh, I thought I could get a read on you, and you look like a cured ham kind of person.
It's all too much.
Oh. I take some of the bits that he just took a bite from and go. No, it's okay.
We didn't get food like this growing up.
Well, just because you didn't get it when you weren't growing up doesn't mean you shouldn't get it now. If you get the chance, you should take it. Try new things.
I did that last night, and
Experiences, sometimes it's gonna be bad experiences. Just like the fruit. I just like to try new things.
right. Speaking of new experiences, we're gonna go talk to a queen of the night. Is
Queen of the night, like
Who-
a
what
vampire?
is-
A
who-
vampire?
What is this lady? What?
Oh, she runs the Fox's Den, right?
Right. So she's like the top dog.
She's very important, very important. Very majestic, very
Cool.
beautiful. I think, just between me and you, I think Kaizen has a crush on her.
I lean over to Fumi.
No, 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 I just said don't tell, no.
Fumi, he's not strong enough to carry those bags, but if I drop him on his ass, will you pick up the bags?
Oh, yes, I will carry the bags.
I dispel Tensor's floating disc and start walking.
Okay, I'll activate my floating disc.
You catch everything 6 inches lower. Just boom, boom, boom. This is just
One
a
of
slightly
that,
shorter
huh?
disc proportional to its caster.
Oh, Nori! Oh, did you fall? Oh, here, let me grab that. Okay, we're walking.
as you pick it up, there's just Nori, Spider-Man attached to the bag.
She doesn't care. That's fine.
Amazing. So it does not take much time, again, where you guys are so close to the Magnolia District. You are very quickly able to access this lovely place. It does seem that there is a little bit of a change as far as just like the orientation of the not necessarily the building, but like you notice, Nori, as like you're approaching. The last time that you guys were here, like it was very, very open. The walls were down and everything. As you go to enter into this place with the two foxes outside the front door, they have brought up the paper walls again. And it seems like a lot more segmented and localized of a building here. I tried to make my own tea house, and this one was just so much better than what I did. So thanks, Bearworks, for coming up with just such a beautiful map.
So is Kaizen and Tadashi already here?
Me
At
too.
Wouldn't
this-
you like to know, Weather Boy?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
That's the boy, yes. At this point, for the fact that it's still fairly early in the morning, Tadashi, how long were you staying at Nana's?
Long enough to very overbearingly mother hen her, despite the massive seniority gap over any and all of the remaining injuries she might have. But he probably would have left relatively early, not like first light, but close to it. He would have made her breakfast, made her tea as like a a show of affection.
Like things.
Exactly, and give her a big hug on the way out. He would ask to borrow just like a simple, not super blended, but a simple like gown robe, if she had one that he could kind of fit to himself via
Right.
shifting.
Yeah, very easily
Yeah.
obtained. As far as that goes.
Yeah, then he would take a moment to get changed and would depart. About 3.5 inches taller, half elven, long dark hair, dark eyes, very, very light amount of makeup applied, just a little bit of blush, and a little bit of like I don't know if it's liner or shadow, the one above, that one,
Shadow.
that one, that one,
The eyeball one.
the
I think that's
eyeball
called
one.
lipstick.
And all of his things would kind of just be bundled into one kind of larger satchel that he would essentially, as soon as he identifies where the party is, and
Mhm.
without introducing himself, would just like hand to one of them.
Okay. Probably due to the timing of everything, you would be getting to the Fox's Den after these three.
Okay.
Technically 4, but Kaizen, I'm gonna have you roll for something to see how long you sleep for.
Fair enough.
Would they take his bag at the door if he asked them to hold it until he
Yeah,
departs?
if
Okay.
you did
Yeah,
want to.
then he'd just leave it there. Yeah.
One of these figures in kind of like the lighter cream robes, the more kind of apprentice style workers here would take your bag. And upon entering, you guys immediately meet the room of, it seems like they've changed what was kind of the main tea sitting area into like a tea/bar area now. So there's places for you to sit and enjoy there. There's some offshoot rooms if you wanted to be a little bit more private. But all of the other doors are kind of blocked off to you all.
Just say we try to find a table near the front so Kaizen sees us when he arrives.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Fancy place they have here.
Yes, it's very fancy. It was very busy last night.
Yes, I can't help but feel I'm a tad underdressed.
Oh,
There does seem to be like one or two other kind of patrons around. You see one of them actually exits through one of the doors on the other side of the bar. Very similar dress to some of you. The other patrons that are within kind of this area, they do seem to have some more kind of just polished off finery, and that sort of thing. So like, there is a bit of a range as far as like the customers here at the moment.
All right, and Fumi just kind of like dusts herself off, and a lot of dirt will fall off of the cloak that she's wearing.
There,
are you good? Do you need anything?
No.
I was gonna say I could clean you up if you want me to.
No. I'm perfectly fine. Well, just
Whatever patron it was that was kind of done up just a little bit, Ty will kind of stare at them for a minute or two and is kind of doing the math in his head, and then he'll go, yeah, couldn't hurt to be presentable. And he will kind of hold his neck like it's a collar and shunt his hands down, and as he does, I will modify my disguise self and basically just color change whatever he was wearing to where I am now also wearing that.
perfect. Yeah, very simple dress as far as what he was wearing, but definitely a lot more clean, a lot more put together, a little bit more of kind of like a robe aesthetic, but very much so the kind of setup that if sleeves happened to drag on the ground, it would not be a concern for this fellow, because the sleeves would never touch the ground-esque sort of thing, or the hems of the robe and everything.
So I'm not wearing that nice thing, and then I just
Yeah.
sit back, man spread.
In one of those other rooms that have more of the kind of pillow setup that Kaizen experienced the night before.
See, that's very fancy. That was very impressive.
Oh yeah, that's very important.
So what happened to Kaizen? Where is he?
Hey Kaizen, roll me a Constitution check for me, please.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at those.
He has been poisoned with love.
13.
As you wake, you are still out in the kind of pond area in the back of this place. However, it seems like a little makeshift kind of tent has been put over top of you. And you can hear that people are starting to kind of like wake up and be about the den and everything, and you hear the shuffling of footsteps outside of your tent, and you hear I'm sorry to wake you if you're not already awake, but there is food inside if you would like it.
No, I'm alright. You happen to know what time it is? Is it past noon yet or no?
No, not at all. You still have plenty of day ahead of you if you are so inclined.
Kind of like gets out of this kind of tent, probably like almost knocking it over in the process.
Yeah. Especially like with your wings and everything, there is a little bit of a clunkiness to it, and like just like clearly this tent was not built for people with such accessories on their backs and everything. Go ahead, roll a dexterity check for me, please.
You've
Still
just
not
made a
as
new
good at-
cloak.
14.
Okay. It does not collapse, but there's definitely a little bit of like a clunk as like you go through, and you feel a hand kind of like duck behind your head and like hold up part of kind of the fabric, and it's, oh, I'm so sorry, I should have told them to make it a little bit bigger. And you see Jinx standing in front of you, the ASMR that you had met the night before.
Oh my god. Despite Kaizen having like red scales, you can definitely tell his face gets immediately
There's just
red.
fear, and
So embarrassed.
Dragonborns don't blush, like smoke just comes off from their cheeks a little bit as it like heats up.
Yeah, he immediately is like shot out of that like groggy state and just goes,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, sorry."
I'm so sorry. I just figured that you just wanted to not where we're about to open really more so for patrons are starting to kind of make their way. Just wanted to make sure that you were up and ready.
Oh, yep, sorry. Probably not good to have some strange dragon sleeping in the pond area. I will very much get out of your hair. I am so sorry about that.
Oh, no rush, please. If you'd like, I'm happy to escort you to the tea room, and there's breakfast there if you would like it.
That's quite kind. I do have to make a stop first, though, to doll maker.
Forgive me, but it is early enough that I'm not entirely sure that the rest of the town is up and awake yet. Were you meeting anyone before going on errands? Please, it's the least that we could do. We were able to take care of you during the night. Please let us finish the service that we started.
Are my buddies around yet, or are they still?
Oh, we can check together if you'd like. And she kind of goes, I'll let you prepare yourself, and she points to the door over to the side that would take you straight into the into kind of the bar room. And she goes, if you follow through there, it should take you, but I'll just be on the other side of that door if you're in need of guidance. But I'll check for you really quick. And she kind of goes off as and very quickly, like her wings dragging behind her on the ground, on top of her beautiful kind of burnt orange robe, so that way the wings themselves are never touching the ground.
When she's like out of eyesight, Kaizen will just like put his face in his hands for a brief moment, just shake his head, and just begin to kind of look around and see if he can find the party.
Perfect. As you enter into the tea room, you do see your compatriots pretty much like are just settling in, as another half-elven gentleman steps in and passes off his bag to one of the apprentices here. But that is where we're going to take a quick break, and we will pick up with everyone convening at that point. So, yay! 5 minutes? Yes.
Okay.
5 minutes.
I'm out of time.
Okay, beautiful. Well, thanks everybody. We will see you just in a minute, and hopefully we don't get into too much tomfoolery during those 5 minutes, because boy howdy, the conversations are great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, yeah, nothing bread related at ever.
I mean, on the topic.
Right.
Today we're sponsored by G Fuel.
No,
Yeah.
we're not.
Brett.
Hi, my name is Taylor. Of course, you've been sitting here watching me absolutely lose my mind. Boy, today's episode is sponsored by your public library. Hey guys, it's important to be educated. Your public library is just that, public. You gotta support them. Free access to everything, man. Information is key.
Today's episode is also sponsored by Don't Treat the Wait Staff like shit.
Yeah. Be a good person. Come on now.
Yeah, tip your servers. If they tell you that the kitchen isn't accepting modifications, don't insist that you know better than the kitchen. Like, what are you doing?
But I do, unfortunately.
I just okay, listen. I just want you to switch out the blueberries in this blueberry shake for bread. Is that so goddamn hard?
Not gonna touch it.
Listen, could you take the banana pudding? I don't really like bananas, and just put bread in there. I'd like bread pudding, please.
Bread pudding is a real thing. I'm not a
We
fan
do
of
have bread pudding on the menu. No.
No, no.
Banana pudding,
No.
but
Hold the
substitute
banana.
the bread.
Hold the banana. Add bread.
And then they bring you some weird concoction, and then they're like, "This is awful. Why would you bring me this?" It's like, well, you asked for it, bud.
That's what you said you wanted?
I remember one time. I mean, I think most people who's ever worked in a restaurant industry has had this happen, probably. But where like I'm sitting there waiting on this table, they're asking me about options and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, how about these two options?" I was like, "Oh yeah, well one of those is really good. I think it's really good. The other one is probably one of my least favorite things on the menu. It's not terrible, but it's not as good as the other ones." And of course they go, "Okay, cool. We'll have one of each." And then the one that gets the one that I said isn't as good goes, "I don't really like that as much as his. Can I have what he had?" And then I just punched her in the face.
Hence why he isn't a server anymore.
Yeah.
No, shout out to the guy when I was working as a line cook that ordered a steak quesadilla, but specifically told the server that they wanted me to double cook the steak because they wanted to make sure that it was fully cooked through all the way. And so when I did and sent it out, they immediately sent it back to the kitchen because they were complaining that the steak was too chewy.
That's how that works, yeah.
Yes.
Which,
And then you send it
dear
back out
viewer,
to them.
Yeah, dear viewer, if you're not aware, skirt steak, you've got like maybe a 20-second window where it does not immediately become rubber.
Oh man, I don't know, man. If you ask a server, how's a dish, and they tell you, not very good, don't get it.
Yeah. Brother, I'd be serving this. I've eaten everything on this menu multiple times.
I'm telling you right now, it is not good. Get something else. Because the moment I send it out and you go, it's not very good, I don't like this, can I get something else? I want to strangle you.
Like, yeah, you're gonna pay for both now.
Yeah.
Consequences of your actions.
Yes, I have.
Shout out the eating 3/4 of the plate and then saying it had onions in it that I didn't want onions, so I'm sending
Yup.
it back.
Or we started having this issue eventually, like one of the last years that I worked there was people calling back the next day and saying, "Oh, I didn't like it. Can I get something?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, here's the deal. Bring the pizza back up here, and I'll replace it with something else." And they go, "Well, we ate it." I'm like, "Okay."
Then it wasn't that bad.
You paid for the calories we supplied, and you used the calories we supplied. You paid for what you used.
That was always the thing. It was just like, if you bring it back, and there was definitely one time, only one, where the lady literally brought the pizza back, and I go, "Cool, whatever. You just drove all the way back up here."
And it
I
was
will
just like
get
a
you-
bite missing when she decided she didn't like it.
Yeah. I was like, "Cool, I'll do it if that's what." Sure.
You
Okay.
know what? Stick to your guns.
Game, respect game.
Oh man.
Yeah, good times. I only ever worked for Subway, so that's what I had to deal with.
Bro, when people, this is a overused bit, I'm not original, but I genuinely don't get when people are like, I don't really like Subway. It's like, what do you mean?
You make what you want.
Yeah.
Do you not
made
like
the
your own
sandwich.
taste in food?
Yeah, and not only that, but like
You can-
the ham, the turkey, roast beef, whatever you're getting, is usually what the other restaurants are also getting. Like it's
Yeah,
usually
it's all the same stuff.
yeah, like
It's
they're all
coming
getting
from
it.
Cisco, baby.
Yes, exactly. I just remember like when anytime like because my wife worked at Subway at one point, and I was working at a pizza place, and we were literally talking about it, and we were using the same meats.
Yep.
The only place I know that is like slightly different than that is Jersey Mike's. I'm sure they still get the bulk supplies from the same spot, but they cut it onto your sandwich right there in front of you, like off
Yeah.
of deli like stuff.
So I went there the
Which-
other like a few weeks ago. It's the first time I've ever been there. I've always heard good things about it. Not my favorite.
What did you
I mean,
get?
it was
is the
good.
question. What did you get?
I don't know.
Did
I
you get
think
a
it
hot sandwich or like a cold meat sandwich?
was a cold meat sandwich?
They have some really good hot sandwiches, depending on the location. I don't know if they all do a grill, but like some of their hot sandwiches are really good. I usually just get an Italian because I'm a basic bitch, but
Yeah.
I just don't like my sandwiches being that wet, brother. Why are Jersey Mike sandwiches so wet?
See, I
they put
always get mine
vinegar on it.
extra
If
wet.
you don't,
I
unless you tell
dip,
them not to, they dump vinegar on them and oil.
I dip my sandwich in water just to help it go down faster.
Oh.
What are you, a speed eater?
Yeah.
Speed eat these nuts? Got him.
Dude, I just always remember I used to watch Beard Meets Food, and like he does like
Yeah.
all the eating challenges and stuff, and that's always my favorite thing is while he's eating food, everybody's like, "Dip the bread in water," and he's like, "No." he eventually he's just like, "Okay, yeah," and then just keeps eating it normally. Like I'm not gonna do that.
I don't know, it might make it go down easier in terms of chewing, but then you have bread
So-
and water and your stomach taking space. So if you're eating large volumes of food, dipping the bread in
Yeah.
water might not be the best thing
I'm
in
sure
the
that
world.
shit
'Cause
adds
you've
up.
added half a cup of water.
Yeah, now you got like soggy bread just sitting there. But yeah, dude, I don't know,
So this is
man.
kind of fitting to what we were just talking about. I love all my Spinosaurus memes, dude.
Bread on dead.
Sock got
Oh.
wet.
One of the ones that I had that was really funny was well, it wasn't funny, but so I was serving this guy his
It's
food.
funny
and-
now.
Yeah, well, so he just came in by himself during lunch, and I was waiting in, cooking his food, and he comes in and he's like, "Oh, I want like a 9-inch supreme pizza, no green peppers." And I read it back. I'm like, 9-inch supreme pizza, no green peppers, cool. And I go back, I make it, I come back, and I put it on the table, and he goes, "Hey, where's the green peppers?" And I go, "You didn't ask for green peppers. You said no green peppers." And then he's like, "How did you get this wrong? Are you the R word?"
Damn.
And I just looked at him and grabbed the pizza, took it up, and said, "Okay, well, you can go now." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "You can go." And that's like one of the only times I had to kick somebody out of the restaurant. And I was like, "Well, you don't get to eat here now. Bye-bye."
No, you don't get to do that. You
Congratulations.
that.
You've already wasted the first 15 minutes of your lunch break. Good luck finding somewhere else to eat.
Yeah, hindsight, I wish now I can go back, I pick up his food up and start eating it and go, "Bye." Just walk off eating his
Yeah.
food.
God, the amount of stuff I wish I had the audacity to pull back in my serving days.
You're still serving. Sorry. I'm running on like way too little sleep and
I
caffeine.
can tell. It's pretty
I'm-
great.
I'm-
I
I'm
am-
sorry.
I am
Well, I'm
incredibly
being better
dapper
behaved
today.
than normal, so there's that. Maybe we just need me fatigued for every session and I'll behave.
So, I worked for a catering company at my local college and everything right out of high school. And my second year working there, I was a supervisor at the time, and so like I was helping, and they did like all sorts of youth groups, and we had a huge conference that would come through that would have like all the student body presidents of like every high school in the state like come to like this week-long leadership conference and everything like that. So like those kind of activities and those sort of things. But like, so every single week the dietary needs would change because like all the kids would be there for a week and then it would be a different one and everything. So, but like when you're feeding everyone breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, like it just kind of all blurs together. And there was this cute girl. I felt so bad. This was the biggest like mistake that and I say mistake, but it was just a really dumb little thing that happened. But she came up and she was vegetarian, and I had served her for 4 days already. So this is like Thursday. Like I had served her breakfast, lunch, and dinner for like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And so it was lunch, and we were serving pulled pork sandwiches and everything. And she comes up to me. I had already talked to her that day, and she comes up, she's like, "Hey, I'm here for my dietary meal." And we had gluten-free chicken for the gluten-free people. And so I was like, "Okay, awesome." And I went and I picked up a gluten-free thing for her and I handed it to her. And she went, "This is chicken." And I went, "Yeah, but it's not pulled pork." And she just looked at me and I looked at her, and we just sat there for like a good 30 seconds just staring at each other. And then it finally clicked and I was just like, "Vegetarian, that's still meat." And I took it away from her and I went and got her like veggie burger thing. And I was like, "I'm so sorry." And she's just like, "That's okay." And like went off with it. But like it is burned in my head but it's not pulled pork. Like,
It's
I
okay.
hated that was my
Okay.
response.
Chicken's barely meat.
Right. It's like, it's the next step above fish. Like, but
Me and
like,
my
I think about
friends-
that all the time.
Me and my friends the other day were talking about what is the difference between red meat and white meat, and it loosely boils down to red meat comes from mammals, white meat is everything else.
Mhm.
Generally.
Roughly, yeah.
And my friend looks at me in full sincerity and goes, "Well, what about chicken?" And I kind of waited for a second, and he goes, "Are chickens not mammal?" Chickens are birds. Chickens are birds.
They are not platypi.
Does it give milk?
The
No.
the amount of people that think that eggs are dairy because they're in the dairy section, and it's just like, no, it's a refrigerated section. They call it dairy because that's easier to say dairy than eggs. So that's why there's some supermarkets that you'll go to and it literally says dairy/eggs in it.
Yep.
Because people are people. Amazing. Sweet.
Caroline.
We all here? We all ready? Everyone's stretched. Everyone got refreshed.
Let's
Feeling
dungeon
good.
and or dragon it.
Dungeon
Nah,
and
let's
or
just break
drag.
the whole time.
That's
Actually,
what
my
happened
food
last
just
time.
got here. Can we go on another 5?
I will give automatic inspiration. No. I will give an automatic 20 to anyone who can guess what food was brought to me.
Pad Thai.
No.
Chicken fried rice.
No.
Is it sushi?
No.
Ramen.
No.
Crispy bacon.
Nathan, you got anything?
I'm going
Nothing
Indian food.
Indian food. Ethan's probably the closest. I was brought elk pork roast or elk pot roast.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
guess
on
that-
my fucking
I was gonna say, what is that? We're gonna go with Mongolian.
Mongol, yeah. Nope, it's
I just realized I need to have halal food again soon. I haven't had my fix since I left my college town. There was a place I love to go to, and I miss it so much. We don't have anywhere near where I live that serves it. It's tragic.
I'll have to tell you all my sad restaurant discontinuing my food story another day, but let's just say it happens a lot. But with that, we will hop back into this. So yeah,
All right. Assume position.
yeah. Everyone shake it off. And scene. Action. As Kaizen, you enter and you see your friends at the bar. The rest of you are able to see that Kaizen comes from a door just off to the back of the bar, and quickly after he walks through the door, another figure steps through the door. For those of you that weren't here last night, a beautiful woman with huge, gorgeous white wings dragging behind her. She is in a deep orange robe that has all sorts of embroidery on it, where it's leaves and what looks like foxes and everything all across and down the robe. And she kind of sees that Kaizen sees you all, and especially to you, Nori, and like she makes a little bit of a wave. Are you calling her over, Nori?
No. As soon as I see him walk in and I see her walk in behind, I just stand up on my chair and I just start slow clapping. So proud. So proud.
So proud. At that point, Jinx looks to you, Kaizen, and she goes, "Oh, my apologies. Your friend there."
Just looking at the floor.
I'm gonna snatch Nori off.
I
Yeah.
am
As you do that, you just see Nori's. There's a tear running down his face.
And she goes, "No. I should have. I was just simply making sure that you knew where to go. I'm very sorry. Please, the next time that you visit, your tab will be on me. I'm happy to pay." And she just quickly kind of ducks off to the side, and exits out of another door.
Tyson's gonna walk up to Nori and just like, as he's walking, just is maintaining this eye contact of like, dude, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
You see Nori just looking up at you, and he just, as you're giving him this face, he no recognition of your thing. He just goes, "You're a god."
Kyson's just gonna flick Nori like on the back of the neck as hard as he possibly can.
You hear a crack. He stops.
And then I fall down.
Off the stool completely, and
So that was that Lady Hockey?
No, it was not. It's someone who's never going to talk to me again now.
My goodness,
Oh,
She
you
was
could. Yeah, you could.
marvelous. She was
Yeah, you
beautiful.
couldn't have done that bad.
Why do you upset me so much sometimes? It's early, but I'm considering getting another drink.
Oh,
No, 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 no.
no, don't do that. Here, and I go into my bag and I pull out a fruit with some bacon on it. I go, here you go. This will wake you up.
No, please, no. Don't eat the berry. No.
Nori is making the most stuffed ass chopped salad in this bag.
No green.
But
No, he's
yeah,
actually just making pocket sand. He'll grab some bacon dust.
yeah. Well, that would have been the case, but now it's all wet from the berries. It's gonna be one of those things that, like, throughout the whole campaign, either it itself is going to morph into the big bad, or like it's going to just like give like ultimate like 12d4 points of poisoning damage, like if ingested.
Weaponized botulism.
Yep. Guys, I'm creating the thing that will kill the BBEG.
Yeah. Basically.
Oh god, it ate Nori. Oh wait, no, we're good at 8 Nori, guys.
And a pocket mimic was born that day. As you're sitting there and you mentioned it's early, I may need a drink. There is a different compared to the so there is a other half elf that comes and on the other side of the bar. This gentleman is in a black robe with orange embroidery and kind of dyed fabric. Very much so. Probably like the best way to describe it is like when you go to like bleach like pure black and it turns that kind of like orangey, but this looks like calligraphy marks like all across the fabric and everything. And this gentleman has a very kind of tight slick back bun, very dark hair as well, but very long that kind of hits the mid back of the stuff that isn't contained up in the immediate bun. And this half elf looks to you all, and he steps up and he goes, "Was that a drink that I hear that you may need?"
Not yet. Perhaps shortly, though.
Of course, it's here if you need it. As for the rest of you, anything to handle your morning? Teas, alcohols, food in general.
A coffee.
Perfect.
Coffee just works.
Great. Anything to add to that? Sweets, straight.
Straight, yes. With this
Perfect.
morning that I'm gonna have.
And I too could
And
go
he
for
kind of
coffee.
looks over to Nori at that point and goes, "Yes." And
I too could go for
Sorry.
coffee, please.
of course.
Take one as well.
Oh, with
Fantastic.
mine, just a little bit of alcohol in it, please.
He kind of chuckles and he goes, "Very, very well, sir." And he kind of goes off to the side. So, and as he starts to kind of prep these 3 coffees, they're not large. Like they're much more kind of like espresso cup size. Like it's not something that you're gonna like it's not like diner coffee sort of thing. Just these very kind of elaborate little, definitely bigger than espresso, but like kind of that midway point, like definitely not like the big latte cups or whatever. And he places them, and in front of you, Nori, he places your coffee, and then he places a little bit of a what looks kind of like a clear shot glass next to you, and he goes, "Now I can't in good conscience mix those together. What you do with your own beverages," and he kind of just steps back at that.
Oh, thank you. I take the shot and I pour a little bit of the coffee into it and shoot it.
Beautiful.
You just desecrated both beverages.
Right. He just blinks really hard at you.
This poor guy's just trying to live his life, do his job, and he's having to deal with us.
And then as I do that, then I just start sipping the coffee that's black.
Right. It is rather strong. Like for all of you, it is not quite the point where you would like need to like cough when you drink it, but it's definitely something that either you're going to sip for a long time, or you guess that this is a ultimate hangover, like, cool, gonna wake up here.
Is this what coffee usually tastes like?
This is a little bit stronger than, for those of you that have had coffee, it's a little bit on the stronger side of things.
Yeah, Fumi's gonna re-beckon the guy over. I'm so sorry. Could you give me creamer and milk for this? I forget that this is a establishment with alcohol, and that's kind of the idea.
Yes. This is just the house straight. So, pull it back a bit. It's what it sounds like.
Yes,
I-
please.
And then as you do that, I just hand him the empty cup and just go, another one, please.
And he goes, of course. And he goes back and he very quickly procures you a little bit of a bigger cup. For me.
It's just a bowl.
Yeah.
Visual.
Would you like
Uh,
some coffee soup this morning?
It's one of those
Put your
bowl,
cereal in it.
like bowl plate things that everyone loves. And just so that way, as you mix, it won't. And he actually removes the coffee for you and pours it for you into the bigger cup, and then presents you with the coffee and the sugar, or the creamer and the sugar as well. And he goes, please, if ever, and he goes, I'm guessing because of the interaction that we just had, you were all not from the crater. So, word of note, if you are ever receiving specifically coffee or any other livening beverage from one of the entertainment districts, they tend to be on the stronger side. Usually if you find one more within the other means of the city, they tend to be a little bit more of your traditional. We need a little bit more of a kick in the morning sometimes to get our patrons out the door if they are not staying for an extended time. So this is a very easy way for us to help everyone wake up and prepare for the day.
Thank you.
Of course. And he kind of steps back and compared to like the other kind of patrons that you have, or at least workers that you have seen, this gentleman is like giving you attention and then very much so backing off. Like it is not the continuous kind of like providing that Nori and everyone and Kaizen would have experienced the night before. It's very like checking in and pulling back and that sort of thing. It's not nearly as encompassing, I guess is a good word for it.
Tell you what, it's much better coffee than what my dad used to make.
It's very good coffee. Very good.
No, I think this one cup could make like 3 gallons of the stuff that my dad used to make.
And Nori, he brings you 1 cup of coffee. He does not bring you another shot. He just, because you asked for another one.
Yeah, no. I just go, thank you very much. After this cup of coffee, I finally feel like I'm awake.
Delightful. And we're we're waiting for Tadashi? I was not entirely sure what we're doing here. This is...
Yes, the plans have become much less planned.
Oh, yes, we need to figure out where we go, since the whole purpose here was to come and deliver the wood, which we have done, so we can,
Oh, right. And we're waiting for the thing to be made for one of you. I forget which one, but there was supposed to be a thing made, and we're gonna bring it here.
there's, yes, and then there's, over by the waterfall, there was something we
Ah,
needed to, yes, we need to go grab that.
Right.
And then from here we could look at the board, see if there's anybody who's needing anything.
Why are we giving a gift to Lady? Is it business that's need to know, or?
She has information that I could use. At least that's what I've been told.
Okay.
Pertaining to?
That's a little bit more to know.
Oh,
Fucking god!
This man came straight out of the cockpit of an airplane.
Cigar smoke just filled the cockpit. And...
Every uncle on Thanksgiving after the meal. I think it's time to get the chair and take a nap.
Is there anything that you all need while we are here? There is shops and whatnot.
I wouldn't shy away from saying I could use some better armor than this. I also know that's not exactly in our budget.
I just need to patch mine up a bit, but
What's wrong? What's wrong with it?
Oh, it's just And he looks down and realizes that he has glamored over his armor and can no longer point to it. It's just a few scuffs I got in on the way to the crater. Just a few holes and gashes I'd like to patch up.
Well, there is a chance I could fix it for you if you need me to.
Right.
Yes, a dear friend came from a magic shop, if you'll believe it.
Oh, there's no magic about it. It's a leather harness with a few extra pieces added on it. It's not exactly anybody's finest work.
Well, just later on, before you go to bed, if you want me to take a look at it, I can see if I can patch it up for you.
I appreciate the sentiment, but yeah, my father was a tanner. I know my way around the leathers.
Great. How much longer are we gonna be here? And I'll look around for Tadashi, I guess.
Well, there we go. Tadashi, have you just been chilling on the bar at this point, or where have you been during this whole conversation?
Well, Tadashi doesn't look like Tadashi, but yeah, just probably
Okay.
a few seats gapped down the bar, sipping a coffee that would have been ordered cut with 1/4 extra water, like hot water in it.
Yeah. He's familiar, so.
Yeah. This isn't a morning where it's needed at full strength. And kind of using the thicker sleeves of the gown, Tadashi will form the signs for message and will message Kaizen and just say, the brunette 4 seats down is Tadashi. I decided that I needed a new face while we're in town for reasons I can explain later, if you wouldn't mind elucidating this to the group. And he'll just keep sipping his coffee.
Kaisen will very slowly kind of turn his head to try and do a poor job to not draw attention to it.
The don't look Kern.
Yeah.
You just look at Kai's. Is everything? Are you okay?
He's gonna
You
try
know?
and he's squinting hard to see if he notices any overlapping features between Tadashi.
There is none.
Yeah.
This is a slender-faced, pretty but not stunning half-elf woman with long dark hair.
Oh, was she also in your rack this evening?
Stop saying that.
Yes, you dirty dog.
In hearing this, Tadashi will look down and just wink at Kaizen.
Oh, look, she's into you.
Hold on. I was like, hold on, perception check. Do we see this?
Oh yeah,
Please,
no,
please.
no, you don't need to check. He's blindingly
Well-
obvious.
Okay, I was gonna say, how much do you turn the head? Because a blink could just look like a wink from, depending on how you guys are sitting.
No,
But
he'd
no, it
pretty
is-
much
it
like
is
full
rather-
pivot, look
yeah.
down the. Yeah, no, it's egregious.
Oh my goodness, Kaizen.
Listen, someone in my head said that is Tadashi.
That definitely does not look like Tadashi.
I know it's
Kaizen,
not like
Kaizen, are you still drunk, bud?
Not yet.
Now,
and I hand
uh,
Kaizen the rest of my coffee.
I am not
In-
drinking that sludge. And he kind of looks over at the bartender, realizing he just said that, and just goes, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get kicked out of here so quick."
The bartender just seems to be like cleaning and just kind of looks up and smiles and just keeps going.
In Ty's head, now with a message cast from within the confines of this gown, there's just oh no, he's not lying, it actually is me, and that wink was just my way of waking everyone up with some humor.
I told you I wasn't crazy.
Shit. Now I'm hearing the voice in my head. No. Is it Tadashi? Is it the same voice?
It is Tadashi's normal voice, like the normal male voice you have been hearing, which that's his like internal one. He will be
Alright.
speaking in a completely different voice, as Ren, but yes.
Oh no. Yes. I guess apologies, Kaizen. Well, then what are you sitting all the way over there for? We're trying to plan here, and apparently you're part of it.
Ren will boot off of her seat, shift down several, sliding her coffee dramatically along the counter, reseat. What plan and why would I be a part of it? You don't need me for much. I'm just here to enjoy the view. And once again, very big wink at Kaizen. In all seriousness, though, when were we planning to meet the lady? I've been a little out of the loop, so it would be delightful if you could just elucidate when and where, and have you already set the meeting up? Are we waiting for one?
Right. So when I said that we're making plans,
I
right?
didn't know how far you got without me.
That is a very convincing disguise.
Oh, it's not a disguise. It's a persona.
Looks over to Nori. Is that a fancy word for disguise?
Yes.
Called the
Fancy
synonym.
word for a better disguise.
The wig looks quite convincing.
Oh no, I just grew it out overnight.
Oh, that's got to be
No.
expensive.
You have no idea, darling.
We're
Right.
going to get a doll,
Okay,
and then we're meeting the lady that runs the joint.
lovely.
No, that was a question.
Oh, I thought we were still in the making plans phase.
Yes, I think was the idea. Someone needs to talk to this person first. Of course, we need to set up
Yes.
the meeting.
Oh,
Well-
okay. Well, I can go do that. So, looking around.
Perhaps, if it's all the same, perhaps a more delicate touch than your approach. Staring at the shot glass next to the coffee cup.
Listen, I think we're getting a little. We don't even have. Dara hasn't even stopped by yet.
Well, I thought it was the other way around. We'd have to go and get it from him. But it's fine to say, hey, we're gonna have something for you later. Can you just be ready for this? That's
Right,
kind
we
of
still have to get on the calendar.
yes.
If you'd like, I could put in a word. I've been here before, although I wasn't the one scheduling at the time. That was my compatriot.
I'm in the mood for that. I think that works for me.
Sure. And also, if we need to, we could go and get the moss first. Well, sorry, go see Daro and see if he has the thing done. If he doesn't, then we can go get the moss and then come back and then go to see if he has the thing. So we have options if we need to fill time.
Did Doris say when the doll would be finished? I can't remember.
He just said the next day. But as you were all talking, like you guys see that the bartender here is kind of like cleaning up and providing drinks to other people as they're like there's several staff that kind of come in. You see other other vixens from the night before with their different orange robes as well, and the bartender quickly kind of preps their drinks for them and sends them off, and or apprentices come and like collect things to run. And as he's doing this, you see him slow down and kind of just like zone out for just a second, and then you hear the Dragonborn, yes? Very well. And he kind of steps forward to all of you and goes, I just received word that you commissioned a gift for Lady Aki?
Yeah, I very much did.
She receives many gifts. And so there's a general procession that most of our artisans perform as far as simply getting the gifts to her in the most pristine condition. Are you looking to have this delivered to her, or are you wanting to obtain it yourself? Dara says that he could have it within the hour.
Yes, that'd be great. I mean, I'd probably break it.
Very
yeah,
nice.
I'll do that.
Hence the reason why we have made such informal contracts with those that provide gifts to the lady. May I ask, what is the occasion for such a esteemed gift to be provided? Dara's work is well known for being of the utmost quality.
Looking to have a bit of a reunion.
Very well. She is rather good at obtaining information. Many people that she interacts with and talks with happen to use her ear for the good that it is, and to be able to wax poetic about the information that they may have. So, yes, are you, and would you like to meet with her around the same time? I believe that she does have a free morning. If that does not work for all of you, I could arrange for a room for you all this evening to speak with her.
I think as soon as it gets here, I'd like to speak with her, if that's possible.
Wonderful. With that being said, then I will make sure that Dar has arrangements of getting that to you all. In the meantime, if after you are completed with your drinks, if you would please, and he kind of motions to the door that Jinx had stepped through, and goes, we do have a very fine lounge just on the, there's a little bit of a kind of foyer area, and there's a lounge on the other side that we will make sure that you are all properly taken care of. Are you, in the meantime, would you like anyone to visit? They could provide music. They could provide simple performance of dance or the like. Games could be played if you needed. Anything that you would like to do while you wait.
I have a quick question for you, Tam.
Yeah.
Who would be their in-house stylist or hairdresser?
The in-house hairdresser probably. Let me pull that up. That's probably going to be. Where did she go? That's probably going to be Maz. She is a very dexterous little halfling, and but definitely starting to, not necessarily getting like up there in years, but like very much so is very behind the scenes instead of kind of like, but between Maz and the apprentices, they're the ones that get the vixens ready for the day.
Yeah, then Ren will just ask, if Maz has any time this morning before the day's in full swing, would it be possible she or one of hers could visit us at our place of rest so that I might get my hair in better order for our audience later? I would like to be more presentable than at current.
Of course. More than happy to arrange the fact. Has Maz done work for you before?
Yes. Tell her it's Ren Tatsuki.
Perfect. And he kind of like there's like kind of a connection there, but like it's not enough to be like, Ren, like, and everything. Tadashi, you would know, and question actually for you, Jay, when you're in Ren, would you prefer to be called Ren or Tadashi?
Either will work.
Perfect.
Yeah, whichever. And if you like, if an NPC calls me Tadashi when it mean Ren, I'm not gonna call you on it. Like, you know what I mean?
It's more of the back end of like.
Yeah, it doesn't. It truly doesn't matter. They're all kind of part of the same character.
Sweet. Just checking. As far as that goes, you do recognize this gentleman on the other side of the bar.
Okay.
You recognize this to be Kin. Kin is the secondary owner of this house, and is the spouse of Lady Aki.
Okay. Okay. With hands back inside the robe, Ren will send a message to Kin and just say, if there's an opportunity for you to let someone senior on staff or your lady herself know, Nana has had an incident, and if you could have some girls check on her over the next few days just to make sure she's all right. She was a little bit roughed up, and it has me somewhat concerned.
The eyes kind of narrow again a little bit, specifically as he's just kind of looking and listening. And there is a nod. There is no response. But as Kin looks to you all, he goes, please finish, take your time. When the time comes, and he points over, and you see that one of the apprentices is on, the one that was playing the music last night is stands by the door, ready to escort you out. And he goes, we will ensure that Maz is ready for you. Please. And he does a kind of quick little whistle. And as he does, the tiefling that was serving tea last night in a much more kind of less like elaborate garb, but still very much like the signifying orange of the vixens kind of steps behind the bar, and this tiefling kind of points out for Kin as he goes to pass along the message that Maz needs to be ready to help all of you, and lets the apprentice know, and of the like. So after you all finish, you are able to be escorted to this very nice kind of like tatami floor room, and similar kind of lounge pillows that you had seen the night before are about. There is a nice little table with a current empty tea tray, but it looks like it could be set up and moved very quickly. And it does look like there is at least a little bit of a section that someone could perform there via singing or dancing or something like that within this room. This seems to be a little bit more of kind of like the private area in order to, for certain patrons or for private bookings or that sort of thing. After some time, this very like straightforward little halfling woman comes through. She is in a black robe similar to what you all saw Kin with 4 apprentices with her, and she goes, good morning to you all. This is wonderful to see. I hear that you need a little bit of help.
Look at me, I'm a wreck.
As we all are. And she kind of steps forward and very, very quickly and speaking in halfling to these series of apprentices who are all like either humans or half elf. There's one human, a half elf. Seems like another, at least 2 of them are human, one of them is half elf, and it looks like another one is a younger tiefling as well. But all of them kind of like step forward and start to ask like how they may help. As it's known, like, oh, I'm a wreck, or like I'm like my outfit, like Fumi mentioning like, oh, I'm filthy. Like some of them rotate, and not all of them seem to be magic users, but other ones do. The ones that are magic users very quickly like prestidigitate like the dirt and the grime away. The other ones that are not necessarily magic users are like ask how you would like your hair done, or if you would like any facial or spa treatments or those sort of things. So you are all doted upon for like an hour as this is all being done. And if there's no request made, they simply just make you as comfortable as possible. Like they offer head massages or hand massages, or to soak your feet, or like those sort of things. Just very much so absolutely taking care of and addressing you all during this time.
I vehemently, politely, but very firmly
For sure.
refuses all services. He'll just
Right.
like ask for a couple of drinks here and there.
Right. And the young apprentice that is assigned specifically to you, as Maz is kind of like, Maz is kind of the one in charge and is the one that is doing the majority of like the more complicated work. But all of you at any given time have one of these staff with you. Once it's realized that like, hey, I'm good, I don't want anything, like this particular apprentice, she's the one that escorted you all in here. She asks if you would like to play a simple game in the meantime. Is there anything that she can do for you besides simply bringing you drinks? And she goes, this is a very simple game, but it's a very easy one. And she brings out a cup and a ball, and she puts it in front of you. And she puts the cup down and she goes, so how this works is I'm going to reach for the cup and I'm going to tap it. And then I clap my hands and you do the same. So you reach forward and you tap it. Whoever makes contact with the ball loses. So if I pick up the cup in the process of us rhythmically going back and forth, and your hand falls onto this little ball, you then lose. If you are dexterous enough to stop your hand and not reach and pick it up, then the game continues. And back and forth we will go. Would you like to give it a try?
Because I'm like on my third coffee and I just fucking skull it.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds great. Oh,
First.
God, I feel like I can smell colors.
What, they brew this shit with Red Bull?
Yeah. And she goes, "Oh, that may be the garden that's happening. It is rather fantastic. If you'd like to go for a walk after this, while everyone else is, I'm happy to give a tour." And
I'm at your
everything.
mercy.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity check for me, please.
Hell yeah. Okay, 17.
17. This will have a +2 to it as well.
Absolutely fucking cooked.
That's
Absolutely
funny.
destroyed.
And the game starts, and it's really nice, and it's very like clap tap, and multiple times she picks up the cup and you're kind of able to hold it and everything. And you try as well, and she's able to keep her hand closed to not touch this little ball that's on the table. Clap tap. You guys go back and forth, and she picks up the cup and she goes to put it down, and very quickly claps and then reaches down and picks it up again. But the ball is missing when she does that. And then she puts it back down, and then she claps and then picks up the cup again. And it's at that point that the ball, seeming to have gotten stuck into the cup by the way she had picked it up, your hand reaches down and grabs the little wooden ball, and she laughs and she goes, "Ah, see, so simple. But what a
I
fantastic
think she just
way-"
called you dumb, dude.
My
That was out of
pride,
character for the record.
my pride is hurt, but you gotta recognize when somebody's a master at their craft.
Oh, please, you should play with some of the vixens. They have much more. They're far more intense about this game than I am. I'm simply
Oh,
just
no, they
learning the
terrify me.
tricks. You know what? I understand that. They may or may not. And she kind of chuckles and she goes, they're very good at their jobs, and I know that it's what I would love to be someday, but it's still just, they just have a presence about them, you know? And like, I don't know if I could ever command a room like that, but it is what it is.
What's your name?
and she goes, Laurel.
Laurel. The presence you command is, well, meager, maybe. It is fierce. And if that is what you wish to be, I know you will do great things.
Thank you.
Let's take a walk. And I will get up and kind of pantomime, making, like, having to
Right.
remind that I'm wearing nice clothes.
Wearing and she goes,
Hand phases through your dress shirt.
right. Anytime
Don't mind that.
illusion is broken in D&D, it just makes like the lightsaber noise.
Yeah, I do that. The robe doesn't move, and I'm just like, ignore that. And I walk out towards the garden.
Right. And she goes, "Oh, of course." And she takes you over and escorts you out to this garden that is just like a lot, it follows along the entire back end of the building. And like as you step out into this beautiful area of wisteria and blossoms and very ornately cared for conifers and everything, and she just kind of like starts to tell you about everything and mentions how Wisteria, they have a druid that they contract with in order to continue the blooms. Wisteria are known to be a lazy flower if not given a little bit of a nudge. So it's very helpful to have someone by magical means keep this place as gorgeous as it is. And she is very much so kind of like taking you bit by bit to explain the gorgeousness of this little botanical garden that they have.
Yeah, and Ty's enraptured. This is all beauty that he's
For
far
sure.
away never seen before.
Yeah.
He's
Compared to
asking
this,
like genuinely interesting questions, like
yeah,
wants to know everything about it and just wants to
yeah,
spend time with this wonderful young apprentice.
yeah. And you can tell that like the longer that she talks, the more confident, like that confidence that you saw as she won the game, like starts to pick up, and she starts to tell you a lot more of the facts, and like you can tell that like she starts to go off script, and like starts to like really kind of settle into the conversation, and everything, and it's a fantastic time, very much so like the experience that your compatriots had the night before. The Vixens and the Vixen apprentices here, like they are taught to make you feel important, and you feel as if this girl has nothing but time in the world to talk to you and answer every single one of these questions.
I think Ty has seen enough political games in this. Like, the beauty of it is all brand new to him, and he is genuinely interested. The tugging on people's heartstrings and playing the social game is something he reads this front to back.
Right.
And so I think as he notices her getting more confident and starting to go off script, and I think there's also a part of him that is trying to make her feel like this work matters and that she's doing a great job and that
Right.
she's absolutely fucking nailing this.
Yeah, to just reciprocate in as much kind as you can. And as your tour comes to an end, as everyone else is just getting doted upon, and everything, towards the end of the massages and the care, and Maz really kind of just like is coming and checking on each of you, through this Wizard of Oz transformation-esque feel that's going on here. There's a knock at the door, and Kin steps in, holding a beautiful case, and he goes, this arrived for you all. I'm guessing specifically for you, friend. And he steps forward and he hands it to you, Kaizen. And he goes, I have arranged for Lady Aki to be in shortly, so I will go and retrieve her from her office, and I'll meet with you here shortly. Please. And he claps a bit, and the apprentices just kind of like float to the walls. They're not leaving the room. Maz for sure steps out. And so you are left with 4 apprentices here, just kind of sitting and waiting, as a couple of minutes go by, and you hear a little bit of what's sounds kind of like a beautiful little procession of music is coming from down the hall, and the door slides to this room as a 5th apprentice comes and starts to kind of scatter some what looks like incense, or like some kind of like flower petals or something, to the floor in front of you all. And as this apprentice enters, Jinx enters, and then Kin, and then this beautiful woman in all white robes, As she enters, you see a fox mantle on her shoulders, beautiful red auburn hair as that tumbles down her back behind her, and this robe, very opposite of the vixens of what Jinx is wearing. Jinx is wearing orange with white. Lady Aki is wearing very much so white with orange, and there's just some bits of appliques and things on her robe that do match that coloration of the fox around her neck. And she gracefully steps forward and is placed in front of you all as Jinx kind of stands behind her, very similar to how the apprentices are standing at the wall. Jinx stands to the back, and Kin stands opposite sides of, and you hear Kin go, "May we present the lady of the house of the Fox's Den, the owner of which she purveys and cares for all those who enter, Lady Aki." And everyone does a bow to her. The apprentices kind of shrink to the floor as they bow, and she looks to you all and she goes, "Well, I hear you have a gift for me." And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Scary ginger lady. Speaking of someone
Are
whose
the
mom is
apprentices
a
staying
redhead,
in the room with us?
scary.
Say that one more time.
Are the apprentices staying in the room with us?
Yeah, currently,
Okay.
currently everyone that I mentioned is in the room. But if you so require or desire to have a little bit more privacy to it, that could be arranged.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Sweet. Thanks, everybody. We will pick this up again same time next week of 8:30 Central. I'm gonna get that one of these days, guys. I'm gonna say it with such confidence. It's gonna be great. In the meantime, we have Wednesday this week? Question mark.
Yes.
Yes.
First off, shout outs to my boy Tony. We did have to put a quick pin in Starfall. We left off on a hell of a shot, but it has been a wild ride, and we are all super excited to get back into that. So in the meantime, I'm taking over. It's my show now. But yes. Yeah, so this
Not
Wednesday.
terrifying at all.
No, especially leaving Starfall, being like, oh god, no, I have to live up to it. But yes, this Wednesday is session 1 of the untold story of Meridian Collegium, a story of a bunch of plunky adventurers attending the most prestigious adventuring academy in all of Sorel. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a little bit mystery, a little bit investigation, a little bit tomfoolery. It's probably going to be a lot of tomfoolery, but it's going to be a great time. So
Knowing
for
this
that.
group, yes. So yeah, the Starfall game will, like we mentioned, put on hold for a minute. But this, man, do we have an abbreviation that we're calling this? Because I don't know if I'm gonna remember.
You can just call it the untold story.
The Untold Story. Thank you so much. Just because I know I'm going to be announcing this in the future. We'll have the Untold Story going on. In the meantime, bi-weekly, everyone from the Starfall game is participating. But I am tagging out Taylor. So congratulations, Taylor. You officially get to be Tam.
Hello, everybody. My name's Tam.
Oh
We
god.
decided-
Oh god, Taylor was actually a Fae and has now stolen your name, which you've
No.
willingly given up.
I'm Tam now, and Tam's Tony, and Tony's Taylor.
Woof. Between the T's and the J's in this group. Hey, Ethan, thank you for having an original name.
Do you want me to change my
Out
name
here.
to Fred?
Well,
Would it helpful
to be
if I was
fair-
Fred?
Ethan just shortened his name's actually Teethan.
Teethan? Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it's Nathaniel.
He doesn't smile, he be teething.
Nathaniel.
Right, exactly. But yeah, so we'll see you all on Wednesday for the Untold Story at 8:30. Same time this time next week for